Welcome everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. We have had we've had quite a few interesting developments in the market the last few days. Obviously, Trump has come into office now, and during his speech, he did talk about the strategic reserve, but he never mentioned Bitcoin, which is it kind of made the market stumble in the short term for like about 10-15 minutes. However, you know it didn't really crash it. It kind of bounced back very quickly in the sense where if you look at Bitcoin yesterday, it came down, wicked down to about just under 100K and then bounced back quickly. And the reason is because even though he didn't talk about crypto and Bitcoin itself, he did buy $47 million worth of Bitcoin. And that was, I think that was enough to make people kind of bullish or remain bullish. But there has been quite a lot of good developments though in terms of bullish announcements. The SEC launches a new crypto force to develop comprehensive and clear regulatory framework for digital assets. This is very good because that means the average person can now invest into crypto, in a safe manner, and you'll bring in a lot more retail into crypto. And some of these, if the regulatory is good enough, I think hopefully it can kill some of these meme coins off as well, and ultimately, bring a little bit of life back to utility. At the moment, most of the liquidity, as I mentioned, in previous streams, at the moment, the entire crypto space is fighting for liquidity. Every single narrative in the space is fighting for liquidity, and every chain is also fighting for liquidity. So there can only be one or two winners. Ethereum, Solana, Sui, whatever it is, there can only be a few winners. In terms of narrative as well, there can only be a few winners. So that's something you have to consider. If your coins are not moving, it's because the liquidity is not there. Liquidity is elsewhere. At the moment, most of the liquidity is in Solana because of the Trump meme coin. Solana, Phantom had to go down. Solana was down the last few days. It was taking average 6 hours for a transaction to happen. Apart from this, we've had I think it's some company. I don't know what company it is. It's called Rex Osprey files for Trump Bank Doge ETF, which is crazy. But they also filed for BTC, ETH, Solana, and XRP ETFs as well. So Solana's getting an ETF. Apparently, it hasn't been accepted yet, but they have filed for it. So we have to see what happens with this. This is quite big news. MicroStrategy also brought 11,000 Bitcoin today, average price of 101K, which is quite, they almost hold half a billion Bitcoin, which is a lot. Well, no, half a million, sorry. Utah also proposes bill allowing 10% of the state funds to be invested into crypto and stable coins. So there's quite a lot of bullish news coming at the moment, but there are still some major, let's say, things that we have to be about, and that is the Bank of Japan interest rate hike. If they do raise the interest rates, the market will crash. Now, I don't think it's going to be as big as the August crash, because the August crash, everyone got caught with their pants down. Everyone. I already predicted it because I was following it. But they raised in end of July, and it happened in August. So that's why, now, even now, no one's really talking about it. There's very, very, very few small influencers talking about it because most of these influencers don't follow macros. They don't follow, what happens in other countries. But there's trillions sitting in the carry trade. So if that does unfold, it will cause, another dump in the markets. And I don't think anyone's kind of expecting it because the sentiment right now is bullish. All these regulatory stuff is happening. Trump is buying. Trump, I think he bought he bought almost 4.7 million Link, RV, TRX, and ENA, but they also bought Chainlink as well. Link is over here already, actually. So these guys are buying. Rumble also invested 20 million of its, into Bitcoin, and would include it in its treasury strategy. And they were, they're going to buy more in the future. We've also had the World Liberty, which is obviously Trump's company. They just bought 14,000 more ETH worth 48 million. I think they hold over 100 million ETH now, which is quite a lot. 120 million in US dollars in ETH. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Apparently, they've staked 50 million. So, they're going to probably potentially hold it for a while and potentially make ETH, do something with ETH, because they already broke Solana. I doubt they can break ETH though. Bitcoin at the moment is pumping, and the Bank of Japan is expected, to not to raise, but to, to have that discussion in about 3 days. So on the 24th, they will make that decision. The basis case at the moment is they are going to raise. The forecast is, 0.25 interest rate hike, and the reason is because their payroll is I think is the payroll is going too high, which is causing inflation to go high. So the only way to counter that, the wage inflation is going too high, and you counter that by raising interest rates. So they're kind of in a very difficult situation, but these countries will do what's best for their own country at the end of the day. So if they do raise rates, just expect a dump either a few days after or maybe even on the day. Smart money will sell on the day, retail will continue to buy, and they are going to get caught with their pants down. Kim, good to see you. Matt, good to see you. Let's go into the chat, see how you guys are doing. Suraj, good to see you, my friend. Walaikum salam. Mr. Fantastic, King, Casper, good to see you. Good to see everyone in the chat. Merkel, good to see you as well, buddy. Jamie, good to see you. GLQ is an overall good project, my friend. Very good project. Not a bad project at all. Jason, good to see you as well. Can you give me 5 coins to buy? Last time you said next time I'll say. Can you give me 5 coins to buy now? I'll talk about the 5 coins, 5 AI coins that I would potentially buy. Ross, good to see you as well, my friend. Viral is a great buy, still at 10 million market cap. Big whales are buying today. They are pioneering LAM technology. We'll have a look into it, bro. What do you think about AI agents infrastructure, ARC versus ARCs? Those are already pumped too much, bro. I wouldn't buy any of those. If you're going to buy any infrastructure, buy like SNI or something that's like sitting at $25 million in market cap. What do I think about KOLs? I'm not really a fan of KOLs, bro. But stop shitting your coin, man. If you have choose one Sensei, Bricken, or Mavia, I would potentially buy Bricken and Sensei. I wouldn't buy Mavia, just because gaming is not where the money is going at the moment. So I personally would not invest into gaming. John, good to see you as well, bro. Southflex, good to see you, bro. Can you look into Send to your protocol? Send. I've already looked into Send. Send's not a bad project. It's not a bad project at all. Good to have you live a bit more early. What's your view on Plum plus RWA 92 million Plum? If it's 90, first of all, I don't like buying anything off launch. So if this project just launched, ideally you should not buy it because it needs to consolidate. I guarantee there's probably decent unlocks. But let's just look into it. The public blockchain for RWA5, tokenize real world assets, distribute them globally, and make them useful for native crypto users. That's a bullish concept. So they got 4 billion assets available. Nice. They've got a massive ecosystem with 180 projects. Yeah, this looks good overall, to be honest. They got a good ecosystem, good following base. People are utilizing it. Who are the investors? Hashkey, Galaxy. Hashkey invests into everything, bro. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad at first glance. I will have to look into it, a little bit further. But I like the concept. The concept is bullish, and the ecosystem seems to be massive. Yeah, they got quite a big ecosystem. By economy, Celestia is on there. Doesn't look that bad overall, to be honest. Doesn't look bad at all. You just have to look at the investor schedule, my friend. Khalid, I appreciate the £10, my friend. Correction and inauguration, but the connections. Well, the correction is we'll know if we're gonna get a correction when in a few days. What's up with TET? It did drop, but with overall market, but dang, yeah, the overall market dropped. So did, but the reason TET dropped is because there was a lot of FUD, on tech term. Apparently the team was moving 500k worth of the tokens, and everyone on Coin Market Cap and stuff was spreading FUD and saying the team was selling. But in reality, the team came out and cleared that out, and it kind of bounced, but then people kind of dumped afterwards, anyways. But yeah, Ted's struggling at the moment, and I think a lot of layer ones are struggling in general, but Ted is struggling quite a lot. But the team is still there, meaning they haven't abandoned the project. A few team left, and one of the main reasons they did leave was because they said, I spoke to some of them, and they said that they're not being heard, in the sense where, like, their opinion doesn't matter. So when they give an opinion, the CEO or whatever, he doesn't care. He looks at it as like his way or no way. But they did make an announcement on the Twitter to clear it all out, which I thought was quite bullish. To kind of cater to the FUD that was spreading. I don't know where it's gone. Did they delete it? Yeah, I don't know where they've gone, but yeah, they posted it about moving the 400k tokens, and I think they must have deleted it. But it was quite bullish though. It was just to reassure the community that they're not doing anything shady. I don't know why they deleted it. That's so stupid. Still bullish on Sensei. I am still bullish on Sensei, bro. Why would I not be bullish on Sensei? Just because you guys don't realize. I think you either look at one project or you look at, no one ever looks at the entire market. When everything dumps, people always ask the same question: are you still bullish? Yes, I'm still bullish, bro. When the market goes down, everything goes down with it. The last couple of days, the whole market dropped. So you can't expect Sensei not to drop when the whole market is dropping. And when the market gets bullish, it bounces with the market, just like today is up 8% because the market is bullish today. Everything bounced. Bitcoin is up. Dominance is still very high though. And people are kind of scared. So when this happens, they always go to Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is kind of pumping, which is fueling a little bit of rally in the altcoins, not much. Slight little, couple 4 or 5%. But like I said, when the market gets bullish, so does Sensei. Sensei bounces with the market. It goes down with the market. The last couple of days, the whole market has dropped. And the main reason is because the Trump meme coin literally squeezed all the liquidity out of every other coin, and everyone was selling their bags to accumulate this coin. When this had a correction, some of these altcoins also bounced because a lot of the liquidity was taken by this meme coin. Keep that in mind. And then once this finished and topped out and dumped, guess what happened? His wife released the coin, which has dumped quite a lot, you know, and sucked even more liquidity out of the markets, out of the altcoins. That's what's been happening. Obviously, there was no specific bearish news to bring everything down, but the bearish news was Trump meme coin. The news was talking about it. Everyone was buying it, selling the altcoins to buy it. They bought the top. I guarantee a lot of people was buying up here, and they got wrecked. They got wrecked. People don't realize this shit was up, 70, 80x. Well, no, hundreds of x's up here, And then when it took a massive correction, which was expected, and now it's kind of recovering, not really, but it's kind of rallying back up slightly. But this is what squeezed the liquidity out of the entire market. So just because something goes down, my friend, does not mean that I'm going to be bearish on it. Pump the likes, indeed. Smash the like button, guys. It does help me out a lot. Pip, good to see you, brother. Dyson, good to see you. Bricken, prop base, rank these three. Which are the most bullish on? Well, first of all, those are three different. Well, two of them are the same narrative. One is AI, so you can't really put them in the same category because you know crypto works in narratives, and I'm very bullish on AI and RWA. So if I had to rank all of them, I would put all at the top because I see all as a profitable project, meaning that even if you have to hold it, I'm okay to hold all for a couple of years if I had to. If we went to, let's say we went to a bear market tomorrow, out of those three, I would rather hold all because it's profitable business. It will, regardless of what the token does, the company will still be there and they will still be making money and they will still be developing. Whereas, same thing with prop base actually. Prop base is also profitable outside of the tokens. But I would still say all is a legit business, whereas prop base and Bricken kind of rely on their tokens in a sense because they don't make money outside. I don't know if they are, but they don't really claim that they're earning money. So if I had to rank all of those, I put alt number 1, I put prop base number 2, and I put Bricken number 3. And the reason I say that is because prop base right now is at a very similar market cap to Bricken. It's $23 million market cap, which is tiny. The vesting schedule is very good. And Bricken is higher than prop base, which is outrageous, right? Because Bricken hasn't really dropped much the last month. It's just been sitting in the same range, just consolidating. Whereas prop base has dropped significantly the last month. It's taken a massive beating, from all the way up here, 9 cents, came down to about 5 cents, which is very low for prop base. A project like prop base that's already tokenized and that has properties, that has decent exchange listings already, all the tier 3s are there. I would rather put prop base over Bricken, and because the volume's higher and also it's lower in market cap. Well, Bricken's volume shot up recently. I don't know why. But just look at the exchanges. They only have Mexi and Bitmart. That's it. So there's not a lot of exchanges. Hopefully they get more, which would be very bullish for Bricken. I would still rank Bricken last in out of those three, but I'm bullish on all three, to be honest with you. I'll hold all three. I've just been accumulating a lot of prop base recently. We'll go over some of the AI agents, some of the coins that, like I said, you guys have to be careful not to buy too heavy. And the concept of always having cash on the side plays a massive role. And the reason I say that is because, if you guys been listening to me for the past year, I've always told you, always keep cash on the side. Never be in the markets 100% because you don't know what's going to happen. Did anyone know that Trump meme coins was going to drop most altcoins 10 to 15%, 20% some? I guarantee you no one predicted that. That's why you always have cash to take advantage of that, because nothing goes down forever and everything always bounces. So when it bounces and you take advantage of it, you can always increase your USDT by trading stuff. That's why having cash on the side is important. If everything goes down 30% tomorrow randomly and you buy and the market flips bullish again and everything pumps 20-30%, your USDT has now gone up 20% and you have more on the side that you can take advantage when the market goes down again, or you can add it to your long-term bags, your profits. That's why having cash is so important on the side. And everyone always says, this is very important, right? When you don't have cash on the side, you become very emotional. You're in the markets 100%. You're seeing your bags go down and you got nothing on the side to buy more. You become emotional. You start thinking the project's a scam. You start calling the project a scam. You start blaming the project. And then you lose that conviction. And I've seen this happen to a lot of people. They don't have that conviction in some of the projects. As soon as the market goes down, they think oh, why is alt going down, for example? Why is Sensei going down? Why is prop base going down? Because they only hold those tokens. They don't realize the entire market is going down. So they start losing that conviction, not knowing that everything's dropping because they don't have no cash on the side to take advantage of it. And if you're an emotional person, like crypto is not the place for you. But this cycle is been a it's not an easy cycle. Fuck happened to my oh fuck. Give me 1 second, guys. I think my I accidentally closed my fuck. How the fuck did I manage that? Give me 2 seconds. I accidentally closed my what's it called? I accidentally closed my my face cam thing. Let's go over some of the chat actually. Do you hold any low cap AI soul coins that you are similar conviction to SNSY? Look, the problem with soul coin is, my friend, they're only around for a few days. Some of them, most of them, only very few get out. The one that I like on Soul is Sny. This one's not too bad. It's like an AI infrastructure. It's pumped 50% today. Fucking hell. It's pumped quite a lot today, but a few days ago it was $50 million in market cap, which is, well, I think it was like 30 million. This was a good one to get. This was not a bad project at all. It's AI agent infrastructure. Another good one is Dasher. Dasher is another good one. That's that you could potentially get into. It's on Solana as well. It's up 23% today. But this is another one that's good on Solana. I like these two. These two I like. I like Dasher more though because Dasher is like similar to Virtuals, but on Solana. So if I had to say any other low cap AI agent coin, it would probably be Dasher. The very low cap ones, you have to be careful with those ones, my friend, because they're very likely to rug. A majority of them come out during the hype, and this happens with every narrative. Bunch of new tokens launched during the hype, and because they're just concepts and people, the developers are looking for quick money, they never have real products. So then, after a few weeks, they'll all just rug pull. And Solana is known for rug pulling. It's one of the most degen places ever. You token will come out, pump 50x in one day, and then rock tomorrow. That's how easy it is on Solana. So in terms of low cap on Solana, you're not gonna find many, to be honest with you. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to get them above 20 million because once it comes down to this level and survives, it's still gonna be around. Whereas something can go to 50 million in one day and then rock tomorrow on Solana and go back to 1 million. That's how it is. I said Sentio is a good project, my friend. It's a good project. James, good to see you, Bobby. I think Trump signing order for no crypto tax. Anyone heard this? I've heard rumors, but I don't really know if it's true. But they have stopped bringing new agents for the IRS. What the fuck? The IRS. So that's quite bullish. Ryan, good to see you as well. Look, in terms of performance, I think Sensei will do. Look, there's House of Crypto talked about Sensei today, and you guys got to realize House of Crypto is a very big influencer. He gets hundreds of K views. That's a lot of, and as more retail comes in, his viewer base is only going to grow. My viewer base are going to grow. Other YouTubers that talk about Sensei are going to grow, meaning there's going to be a lot more money coming into Sensei, right? So it's very likely that Sensei will perform well, even from this point on. It's only sitting at $20 million in market cap. No early investors to dump on you. That's a very bullish aspect of Sensei. It's fair launched, So, like I said, if you are going to DCA, don't DCA heavy till the BOJ decision is made, because that will rock the markets. So always have a little bit of cash on the side, my friend. Always. It's very important that you do. There you go. My fucking face audio's back now. I don't know how I managed to close that. Do you think AI hype is done? I don't think we never really had an AI hype, my friend. We had an AI agent hype, but in terms of the entire AI sector, we haven't had that yet. We haven't even had an Altseason. So, like, you guys are talking about, all this stuff, my friend. Well, you can't have any hype when dominance is this high. There's no hype has happened at all yet. We had the AI agent hype for sure, but in terms of the entire AI sector pumping, we haven't had that yet. We haven't, because we look how high dominance is, bro. We had the little pump here, 54%. Everyone got a little bit bullish here. Then what happened? Then boom, it reversed back up. The market got bearish. Even to this day, it's sitting at 58%, which is reasonably very high. We kind of want, once you see this around 50%, 40% range, your altcoins, you're gonna be in a lot of profits. So that's that's what we have to wait for, and we're not even close to that at the moment. So keep that in mind at the moment. At the moment, just what I would do is I would just slowly accumulate, because after the BOJ is done, there's not really any catalysts that can really cause the market to go down. I think we will go into the mania phase a lot quicker than people think. And the reason I say that is because, once we enter the mania phase, I mean, once the BOJ does raise, let's say they raise the interest rates, what will happen is the dollar will crash, which will be bullish. Even though the market will crash, obviously, but when the dollar goes down, the bond market goes up. And that's why we're seeing, the 10-year go down, because people are locking in the yield. The same thing is happening to Japan. People are locking in the yield in case, this is why this took a massive wick from 4.8% as low as 4.5, because all the people are locking in the yield of 4.8% in case the Bank of Japan raises, because if they do raise, the dollar is going to crash. So they're getting less yield on the dollar. They can get more yield than 10 years. And then when the bond market goes up, so does the S&P 500, and so does crypto market, riskier assets. People go look for more yield because the dollar's not going to be providing the yield for them anymore. They're going to go look elsewhere. Bitcoin, crypto, S&P, whatever it is, the market rallies. A strong dollar, a strong 10-year yield curve is not good for the markets, but when they do dump, it's bullish for riskier assets. And the only way to kind of bring the dollar down in a very quick manner is the BOJ. And they are getting at intervention levels because of the Japanese yen. If you were the Japan president, and your Japanese yen is losing value consistently against the dollar, and every time you trade with them, you're paying more yen to whatever exports you're going to do. You have to pay a little bit more consistently every single trade. You're going to eventually want to have a strong yen. That's why it's looking likely it's going to happen, because their wage inflation is also going up, which is not good, because the inflation is going to skyrocket. Wage inflation plays a massive role in inflation and core inflation. But I don't think the AI hype is done, my friend, to answer your question in short. We haven't really had no hype apart from AI agents and meme coins, realistically. How do you see the macro now? Should we wait? I would personally wait for the BOJ, my friend. Yes, I would wait for the BOJ. Now, speaking of Munity, for those of you guys that don't know, Munity has moved over to Base now. I don't know why it's never updated on here, but they're on Uniswap and they are on Base. So this has been listed on Aerodome, so you can get Munity on and some guy from Crypto Banter. Crypto Banter has a few friends, and one of them is very, very bullish on MetaHorse Unity. Very bullish, which is very good for us, because when the gaming season comes, Crypto Banter is one of the biggest YouTubers on in the crypto space. I think it's like top 2, top 3. So then when people go to watch his channel and his friend comes to do the live streams and he talks about MetaHorse Unity as his favorite gaming project, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to go parabolic. Now, at the moment, no one cares about, no one cares about gaming. It's kind of the best time to accumulate if you can handle your bags going down a bit more. But now Munity is resilient. It tends to hold up very well. The last month, it kind of rallies up and comes down. Obviously, up here, and the market kind of dumped, everything dumped, but it recovers when the market gets bullish, which is a good sign. But it's only $1 million in market cap. This could easily do a 50 to 100x in a gaming season, no doubt. But don't make this a big part of your portfolio. Only a small percentage. How about Solax? Let's talk about some of the coins that I really like. That's a very good discounts. One of them is Nai. This is an AI project that solves the data problem within AI, sitting at $20 million in market cap, very, very low. It's on Avalanche, and I think Avalanche is a reasonably very bullish chain. I think Avalanche will perform well, and so therefore is ecosystem well as well. And if you look at Avalanche and you go across the AI projects they have on Avalanche, this is by far the best one. When you look at the ecosystem, when you look at the partners there, the companies they're associated with, they're part of the Fetch Foundation. They're very close to Peak. They work with Peak. They work with Global, which is I would say a decent sized company. And they've also joined the Altcoin Foundation. But the best thing about this project, in my opinion, is they solve a real problem within AI. And that's what you want. You want projects that solve problems because they will stay around. People will utilize them. They will generate revenue. And they don't need to dump their own tokens to stay afloat. And this is very important because when a project is self-sustained, they don't need to dump their tokens. Most of these new projects, they dump their tokens to go get their exchange listings. They give the tokens away to exchanges. The projects that have money, they don't do that. All they do is they just pay it because 50K for a project that's earning millions means nothing. It's pennies to them. But then the most bullish thing is there's no unlocks till November 2025. And they have a very strong burning system. They've burned 445 million NAI, which is a lot. It's a lot of NAI. So, I'm very bullish on this project. Now that they're partnered with Fetch, they also have AI agents as well. Fetch is known for the AI agents. So now that they're part of the foundation, they get access to that. Same thing with Sensei. They partner with Fetch as well. That's why the AI agents are good, because they get access to Fetch facilities. What I mean is don't go heavy into gaming, DCA over a period of time, because there's no interest in gaming. Now, I'm still bullish on gaming. I think gaming will always do well in crypto because it's needed in Web3. Is a bullish, gaming will always be in crypto. That's what separates Web2 to Web3 is, in crypto is one of the best things is gaming. And one of the best ways to get mass adopted as as an industry is through gaming or DeepIn or something like that. Like, when people talk about we need that one killer app or something, for crypto to go mainstream, crypto is already going mainstream. One of the best ways to do is through gaming. If some crypto project made, a game like Fortnite, as big as Fortnite, what do you think will happen? Crypto will get mass adopted. That game, and once people realize that I'm playing a game, like let's say Fortnite, every time you play Fortnite, you could have earned money. That's the difference between Web2 and Web3. You play it, but you don't earn money. But in Web3, you can earn money. People play it anyways. Imagine you can play it and earn money. That's very bullish. Apart from tournaments, obviously. Web2 do tournaments, but only very few people win that. But I still think gaming will do well. But what I mean is don't go heavy into gaming at the moment, because money, let's say AI pumps tomorrow and Altseason starts, money will get squeezed out of gaming. The same way the whole market dumped to go buy the Trump coins. When AI pumps, RWA, gaming, DeFi, layer ones, everything is going to dump to go buy AI coins. That's what happens. And then the money shifts. When the retail come in, they buy AI coins, smart money moves into the next narrative and they pick which narrative they want to pick, whether it's gaming, let's say there's bullish catalyst for RWA, they'll go and put their money in RWA in advance. While everyone is talking about AI, smart money will go and buy the next narrative. That's how you make crazy money. Because then when RWA starts pumping and all the YouTubers switch from AI to RWA, you're already ahead of the curve. And then, billions of dollars flow into RWA. And one of the best things about RWA, even though this is an AI stream, is that it's not saturated. There's a handful of good RWA projects. Most of them are shit. Very few are good. And if you look at the entire category, it's like 1 or 2 pages. If you go on AI, there's probably like 10 pages by now. If you go on gaming, there's 10 pages now. RWA, there's only like 1 or 2 pages because there's not a lot of them. That's why it's very bullish. I think it's the most slept on category in the space right now. And it's something that is going to get mass adopted. Definitely 100%. All the big companies are going to tokenize at some point, 100%. Trump double coin was the biggest, dumbest thing his team could do. It is, but it is good and bad in the sense where it brings in a lot of retail. When Trump made the meme coin, searches for crypto skyrocketed, meaning retail are now going to slowly come in. And one thing about Trump, he likes a strong economy. He wants the people in America to do well. And when he does tariffs on these other countries, the people in America will get a little bit more wealthier. Inflation will come down because what these guys used to do, in the previous government, all they do is outsource stuff. So the energy they outsource, and when they outsource stuff, they have to print more money. But if they stop printing for, let's say, food, energy, and oil, and they tapped into the reserves, inflation will shoot down in a very rapid, in a very quick. And when that happens, they can start printing more money. Then they can start printing to boost the economy, go into QE. So what Trump is doing, no other president has done, because obviously US has the biggest reserve in the world. If they tap into that, even like 5%, they can bring inflation down very quickly. But because they don't do that, and they just have it in the background, never to be used, they have to keep printing more money to keep the economy going. But if they stop the printing for energy and oil and they tapped into the reserves, inflation will also go down because it means less printing. And, and when he says he's going to bring inflation down, I think he will. That's why you can't be bearish. It doesn't make sense. The only threat in my eyes right now for the markets in general, stocks, everything, is the BOJ. That's it. Nothing else is going to do anything. Do you think is more likely for altcoins, Altseason Q1, Q2? I think it's maybe Q2, Q3. I'm not too sure. No one knows when Altseason is going to start because we don't know when money is going to flow. Started pump nicely, then threw a wrench and then double cheeky bastards. Yeah, they did do that. Do I think DeSci is a good bet? I don't personally like DeSci because, it's kind of 50-50. It's one of those narratives that will pump randomly, but it's not going to pump aggressively though. Like the whole market is now dying to buy decentralized projects. Even though they are going to talk about it, I think it'll probably be a narrative that will pump for like a couple of days. But in terms of the, pumping aggressively for like weeks or months, like gaming and RWA and AI, it's not going to be one of those narratives. It's like a side narrative. It's like what we had entertainment pumped for like a week and then just faded away. All the entertainment coins pumped. The money will flow into every narrative once we get into Altseason. It's just that most people don't make it that far. Super is missing the top lot. I don't think Super deserves to be on the top lot. It's just too high a market cap for me, bro. Like I will buy it, but you're not gonna make fucking generational money with Super, are you, bro? You're not. I don't know how the dilution is because I can't find it. But when you compare that to this, it's a lot. That's a big. That's over 10x dilution, my friend. So, Super is good, but does it do anything to anything crazy out of the ordinary? I don't really think it does. And the problem is I can't find a vesting schedule. That's the only thing. If I could find a vesting schedule, it would be a bit better. But having such a big dilution and having fucking tier twos and tier twos and tier three couple exchanges with no decks, it's not really the best. They need to get a couple of dexes, and I'm surprised they don't have a dex. But I haven't really seen the vesting schedule though. Super dApps on all in one layer one. The concept is bullish though, I'll be honest. You can also get access to Super's 500k TPS layer one performance advantage. Move EVM, Solana EVM Cosmos. Yeah, this is still a good project though. I potentially will get a bag at some point, but you're not gonna make life changing money with Super. Let's be honest, bro. Do I have any opinions on Ton Station? Not really, no. I'm not. Ton Station is not too bad though. It's a good platform, but would you invest into it? Probably not. As everyone is diving into the Trump family albums of coins, buying a boatload of Ethereum. To me, is one of the most bullish things. Yeah, they are buying a boatload of Ethereum. They think they hold over 120 million Ethereum, which is a lot. That's a lot of Ethereum. Now we don't know what they're going to do with this Ethereum. This is the thing. If they're going to hold it and potentially pump Ethereum, but I'm not too sure. I mean, him staking ETH is a good indicator for me because at the moment you're not allowed to stake ETH in the US, and that's kind of why Ethereum has been struggling so much because institutions love yield, and if you can't stake ETH, there's no reason for them to buy it. However, if they unban staking in the US, all these institutions will buy more ETH and they can stake it because they all love yield. If they do that, I think it would be very, very bullish for Ethereum. I think Ethereum will fly quick. I think a lot more people, a lot more institutions will be interested in Ethereum if the what's it called gets unbanned, the staking. I would, yes, I would definitely. I would put at least 50% of my because that's going to be the biggest narrative. Like most people will keep calling, they kept calling for AI, to kind of die out because it's a bubble, but AI only gets bigger and bigger. And as long as Nvidia is doing well, AI is going to do well, which Nvidia is doing well. C-Pool, I'm not a fan of, bro. It's not too bad. It's a good project, but it's too high market cap. Your internet connection dog shit. You should get yourself Starlink. Fuck Elon Musk. I'm not getting no Starlink. My internet connection is fine, bro. What's wrong with my internet connection? I've not had no lags this entire time. Any significant updates on AGI? Significant updates on AGI. Just check the Twitter, bro. They just released an AI agent launchpad. POW and AGI. AGI is a lot better than POW, bro. POW, if it wasn't for Alex Becker, POW wouldn't be doing shit. Like it just wouldn't be doing nothing. I don't know why people are bullish on POW. I don't think POW is a bad project because it gets utilized. However, I'm not really too bullish on it. This hasn't pumped as much as. Oh, actually, it kind of has, to be fair. It's pumped a lot. Pumped a lot if you're going in the lows. But I don't know, man. I personally would rather go with AGI. Personally, it's like a lot lower market cap, less dilution, and they have released their You know, all these projects, just go look at Twitter, bro. All the updates on Twitter. You guys are too lazy, bro. Solux. Let's have a look at Solux, bro. If you shill a shit project and you start shilling more shit projects, I'm just not gonna open your message, bro. So if this project is shit, then I know what kind of investor you are. You look for shit coins, and I'm just not gonna, this looks terrible from the chart. Let's have a look at what this is, bro. Solux AI. This looks like a fucking the future of blockchain energy. Oh, I think I looked into this before, bro. I have looked into this. Is the mining shit in it? Machine mining. The concept is bullish. Solar panel that can mine for you, but what is it mine though? The token. Allow miners to access multiple coins built on layer one, supporting renewable energy and offering secure, scalable. It's not too bad actually. This type of project can run randomly. But would I invest into this? Personally, I wouldn't, bro. But it's not too bad though. It's not too bad. But I wouldn't invest into it, my friend. Tit has me very emotional. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. I think I'm down on Tet now as well. I'm slightly down on Tet, but I don't give a shit though, to be honest, because you guys gotta realize, bro, even shit pumps in a bull run. Like literally, even shit pumps in a bull run. So yeah, I wouldn't be too nervous, bro, at all. Wouldn't be nervous at all, to be honest. Just wait, be patient. Everything pumps in a bull run, bro. That's what most people don't realize. But Sensei is moving back up though slightly, not much, but it's moving. And this is what happens with Sensei when the market gets flips bullish. It always follows the market, which I think is a good indicator. What is your opinion on ICP? I don't like ICP, bro. You're not gonna make much money in ICP. I think if BTC have basically bottomed out, bro. I can't really see it going too much lower. Yeah, it is similar, my friend. It is indeed. But I don't really think if BTC will go up too much lower, bro, to be honest. US created office crypto just now. US created office crypto. What? Hope you're doing well. Revox Onai. Revox Onai. What's the market cap of Revox now? Because this was not a bad project though. 23 million. It's quite low actually. What exchanges on Big Gate? So that's shit exchanges as well. I would rather go with Nai, to be honest. I think Nai has more buzzwords around it. And the fact that there's no unlocks on Nai, I think Nai is a better investment, to be honest. Yeah, I think I would rather go with Nai. It's low in market cap, no dilution for the rest of the year, bigger backers, more buzzwords on a more bullish chain. AVAX, this is on BNB. BNB is fucking dead. I would go with Nai, to be honest with you, my friend. I think Nai has more buzzwords, more YouTubers, more shillers. Revox is new, so it's gonna take a bit of time for people to kind of, to get there, to kind of figure this out. But Revox is still a good project, though. It's a good project. What if, bro? Stop spamming ICP, bro. Yeah, drop a like, boys. Let's get to 150 likes minimum this stream. Very good to see, bro. Yeah, Skids is very emotional. What the fuck happened to Naka? What do you mean? What happened to Naka? Well, he's dumping. Nothing has happened to Naka, bro. Naka's just dumped like the rest of the market has. After announcement, they pumped 16%. It went down to 4.6. They went below where it started, rising something has been a major sell, and we keep this lower high. I think the team members might be selling. The two team members that left is a possibility they would be selling. That's why I'm not buying anymore, bro. I'm not even like whatever I have, I'm just gonna keep. Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on the same boat as you, bro. I'm not gonna sell because I just don't see the point of selling now. It's still a decent layer one though. SY walaikum salam, bro. I need a trim. I'm gonna go get a trim store. My hair is it's looking a bit fucked. Does Snift solve a real problem? Snift solves, well, it does in a sense. It solves a problem in crypto, indeed, because you can literally do transactions on Snift. You can buy stuff on Snift. For example, the agent that Snift has, it can buy you tokens. So it can buy you, like, it can develop small contracts for you, which I think is very useful. You don't need developers. You don't need to do it yourself. You just let the AI agent do it in like seconds. You can also buy your projects. So if you want to buy $10 worth of BTC, then the Snift agent will do that for you, which is another bullish aspect. And they also have the gaming aspect. And like I said, gaming AI gaming is going to do well at some point. When DeFi AI tier list, I think that's a good idea. I'm going to do AI agent and AI agent tier list, and I'll add DeFi AI in there as well. There's like 4 or 5 projects on DeFi AI. It's not a lot, bro. It's not really worth doing a tier list for. But what I will do is, because there's quite a few projects, like StarNift is DeFi AI. It implements DeFi in the agents, but it's not listed on there. But I will make a tier list. I'm going to start spamming tier lists again, though. It's like you get a lot of subs that way as well, to be honest. People like tier lists. Gaming on Q4 GTA hype. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's not a bad scenario. Am I still bullish on SKR? I am very bullish. I'm still bullish on SKR. Yeah, in terms for the gaming narrative, is very good. And that is, this is a very small percentage of my report, but it's held up very well compared to the rest of the market, in my opinion. It rallied strong. It had a very big rally, but it also held strong as well. It was a 3-month chart. And some retail keeps market buying. This was a massive market buy. It rallied somewhere around here. It rallied, did a decent pump, and then dumped with the rest of the market. But I feel like once gaming actually takes off, I think Snift sitting at like $2-3 million in market cap. I think this will do very well. And they're quite active on Twitter as well. They're developing, they're building the big games on board. Become a Guardian exclusive. I don't know what this means, but they given, I think that's an NFT, access to private channels, exclusive cause merge. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But they are still active. They got games on their platform, which is quite good in my opinion. Why is this? What does that mean? And they do regular AMAs as well. So yeah, I'm still bullish on it, bro. But like I said, they're a small percentage of my port, but I don't even talk about them too much. I couldn't buy now on AVAX or buy on ETH, some liquidity issue, I guess. Well, if you don't buy on the main chain, you're always gonna have liquidity issue, my friend. You'd rather just buy on exchanges if you can. Just buy on an exchange, I think is better. GTA 26th, 27th. You think so? I don't know. No, I wouldn't hold AMU anymore, bro. No, don't hold AMU. I need to. Is this still on the list? No, I got rid of AMU, bro. They're not updating. They're not doing shit. Let's get rid of that. Don't hold AMU anymore, bro. That project is finished. The United States Corp contract ended last March in US, making all the money you can because all is going to come down. Gov shut down, landing going back to the negative trend. What? US corp contract ended last month in March. Make all the money you can because all this is going to close down. You're not going to have a gov shutdown, bro. I don't know why people keep calling for a gov shutdown. It's just never going to happen, bro. Delario, good to see you, brother. Would it be wise to sell AI tech break? Not really, no. I don't think it's wise to do that because AI tech is kind of like the only deep in project I'll hold in my portfolio. Realistically, you can say all is deep in, but AI tech is like the only deep in project on my list. Realistically, so would I sell it? I personally wouldn't because after February, the unlocks for this is gonna be, I think it will do very well. The unlocks get greatly reduced, like 3x reduced in like 1 month. So after February, the unlocks go from like 200K down to 60K, meaning the selling pressure is going to be reduced greatly. And the buying pressure will always outdo the 60K selling pressure, which is fuck all, especially when the volume's, 6 million almost. I do think AI tech is just slow at the moment, but they are developing a lot. Still developing. Once the unlocks slow down, let me just show you guys one more time what I'm talking about. So you look at the vesting schedule, right? Go look at the vesting schedule. You notice at the moment the unlocks are 160K daily, which is a decent amount. You gotta think 160K every day selling pressure from advisors, seed, and most of these are active sellers. Keep that in mind. After February, that shit shoots down to shit. Hold on. So after Feb, slowly go down. After Feb, it reduces to 50K. So it's a massive decline. And the reason is because the private investors finish, their allocations. And, in February, it's not likely that these guys are going to fully sell out. There's a possibility. And keep in mind, right, the team tokens, it says here that it's been unlocked. But in reality, the team tokens locked up for another year now, as per community now. The community chose if the team could unlock the tokens. So obviously, they're not gonna say yes. They're always gonna say lock it further. So the team token has been locked up again. Seed is almost done. Private is almost done. And then after that, there's really nothing that's gonna hold it back because the advisors is only 2% of the supply, which is fuck all. But the private fuckers is 14% damn near. So this is what's kind of keeping AI tech lower. Is once this is finished, there's not really no one else that can really dump on you apart from the seed guys. But even then, they only get 50K a day, which is not a lot. 50K a day for 5 million volume, 6 million volume is nothing. So I don't really see the point of selling AI tech. It would have been better to sell AI tech last year and buy back now. But you are literally going to be selling it at the point where it's going to start pumping again because the unlocks. And the only thing that held this back was the unlocks, in my opinion. It was very harsh. You got all these guys that's up huge amounts. And, when you're up this much and you're getting tokens every day, of course you're going to sell 5x, 11x. Like these are the fuckers that are selling the most because they're up 11x. If you're up 11x and you're getting money every day and you're looking to buy the dips on everything, of course you're going to sell shit. I'm still bullish on Chirpley. I still hold my tokens, my friend. Because because this season different from previous ones, which are retail and institutions. It doesn't matter, bro. Dominance will still go down. What do you think institutions are not going to be buying high? What do you think every bull run is? Do you think it's only retail pushing these tokens to billions? It's fucking institutions as well, my friend. You know, I don't know. I don't know where some of these guys get the information from, but it's crazy. When you thought in 2021, when Cardano was going to 80 billion, Solana was going to 90 billion, you think retail had that type of money to push it to that market cap? Of course not. That was institutions pushing it to that high. So of course dominance is going to go down at some point. What do you think people are going to hold Bitcoin forever to get a fucking 50% pump where they can buy Solana, XRP, and all these other coins for 5 to 10x? Doesn't make sense, does it? Of course, all these guys are here to make money, and when there's more money elsewhere, that's what they will go to. It's as simple as that, my friend. I agree, my friend. It's better to have it now than in the cycle, 100%. Definitely. So why the fuck am I? That calling AI is nuts. Tweeting autonomously. Yeah, calling is pretty good in my opinion. I don't really see, you know, you got showed by fucking Banter and all those other big guys. But calling is quite good in my opinion. We actually traded that in my group quite early, but I think it will do very well. And you can do, you know, an AI agent that can do AMAs and stuff is quite good. There's another one very similar to Colin. I'll talk about it in the next live stream. You know, I think it'll do very well. Very similar to Colin. Dion Protocol. I'm not a fan of Dion. I think it's a good project, but I'm not really a fan of it. Doesn't really have that hype factor around it. Yeah, blockchain energy. That's what I'm saying. Who gives a fuck? I think Natix is not bad. I mean, Natix is a good project overall, but the one thing I personally don't like about Natix, and I still think it will pump, but the reason this doesn't never has a sustainable pump and it just, you know, just creates this massive pump and dump, which kind of like most projects do at the moment. It kind of looks like this. But the reason this doesn't pump sustainably and stick around and doesn't, you know, just basically went back down to his all-time lows. And one of the main reasons is because a lot of the supply is held by early investors. That is, you know, it plays a massive role. When you have early investors that hold 25% of the supply and they're getting their tokens linear every single day, it does affect the project in a massive manner. Plays a massive role. Even though we don't know what price these fuckers got it at, but they hold a lot. 3.5 million. Whoa. 4.6 million. So every time this pumps, there is, you know, there is a lot of people ready to sell into the pumps, which is these fuckers here, the early investors, which hold 25% of the supply, which is a lot. And very soon, in 70 days, the team is going to start getting the tokens. So then the selling pressure is going to increase again. So that's the only thing I don't like about Natix. And you know, Natix as a project itself is bullish. I think it will do very well. But when you look at early investors and the selling pressure, like these are the type of tokens you trade. There's no reason for you to hold this long term because you are just going to get dumped on unless it holds a price for a while, which this was just a random bullish news came out. Market got flipped. Obviously, market was bullish at that point, and then just dumped back down. So, you know, eventually this will find a bottom. And if you get in at the bottom and you get in at the same price as the institutions and all these other fucking early investors, then there's no one really to dump on you. So, you know, then you can make money. You have to wait for that point. I don't know what I don't know what their price is because it doesn't tell you. But if the IEOs and ICOs are down 33%, these guys are still slightly up. And I think maybe like 0.05 or some shit, 0.005 could be these guys' price. So just wait for that to happen. You know, and decentralized, I don't like that shit. It's scammy, bro. No, I don't think Guru is worth buying, bro. I would say below 55%. Do you mean TikTok? Well, bro, that's not how you spell TikTok. Sonic is good, yeah. Sonic is not bad at all. I think it's a good project. The moment G says, "Boys, don't you realize? Pay attention." Revox or Night? That sounds like a song. That does, doesn't it? But they're both AI agent. Well, Revox is AI agents, and Nye is like data. The two different narratives. Trias dead project, yeah, I think Trias is dead, bro. I wouldn't buy Trias. The mania phase is when like everything like 20% a day is normal. That's the mania phase. I'm stuck with Nye and DEAI. Do you recommend splitting allocation? You're stuck with DEAI, but you're not stuck with Nye, bro. You can't say you're stuck with Nye unless you bought the fucking top or some shit. But you're not realistically stuck with Nye. You're stuck with DEAI because DEAI is having FUD, whereas Nye isn't. DEAI, if you bought the top of DEAI, it's coming down because of FUD. It's not coming down naturally with the market. It's mainly because of FUD and with the market, obviously. But this has always been resilient on the dips. When the market used to dump, this used to hold really strong, and that was one of the most bullish aspects of it. But now, because of the FUD, institutions and smart money has kind of left the project, and it's kind of retail now. But I still think DAI will do okay. I think it will do fine. But would I personally invest into it? No, I would rather put my money elsewhere. I would rather put my money in I over DAI, my friend. Once you have that weird FUD with a team, like no smart person would put 100K in a token, but the team is like scammy or have done scammy stuff in the past. Because you don't know what these guys are going to do again. What if you rug the project again in the bull run? And then you had all the signs months in advance, and you didn't take them, and you got rugged. Because once you get rugged, you can have $1 million in there, and you won't be able to cash it out. That's what people don't realize. That's why when they go, oh, can I buy this low cap Solana coin? I was like, bro, you can go make $1 million in that low cap Solana coin. When they pull the liquidity, how the fuck are you going to sell it? You've lost all your money. Simple as that. That's why you have to be careful what you invest into. Like, yes, you can go make the 50x or 100x on these coins, but if the team decided to pull the liquidity, then you're fucked. Even though most Solana coins, they have the liquidity locked, and that's the only reason you invest into it. But still, they're locked for a certain period of time. They're not locked forever. You have to check how long they're locked for. But even these projects like this, the liquidity is not locked. If they're not locked, then you're fucked. Simple. Yeah, that's just normal retail behavior, that is. I'm gonna get off very soon, but I have to go somewhere. But let's do like another 5 minutes. Is all a good buy now? Like I told you, my friend, watch the stream all over again. I said we got the Bank of Japan making decision on the 24th of this month, and there's trillions of dollars, in the BOJ, the carry trade. So I would be very careful not to buy or bulk buy something at the moment. But yes, NI is a good DCA if you're willing to buy more lower down in case we dump. Yeah, I think they will. They will start listing it soon. They already started listing, but I think they're gonna start spamming AI coins, and that will trigger the AI rally. Gee, what event meeting are upcoming the bullish for the market? Nothing really. Nothing really, my friend. I think OTK I'm bullish on, Corpo I'm bullish on. I think Mavia will still do well though. Yeah, I like all three of those, to be honest with you. I prefer OTK and Corpo over Mavia personally. I just think Mavia is just one game, and one game projects are they're not really that bullish. Corpo has multiple games. OTK has multiple games. But Mavia only has one game, and the game's not bad. But how wow can a one game project do? But it will still do well though. Obviously, it will pump on gaming pumps. XDX is not bad, my friend. It's a high cap, and is part of the America thing, so it will definitely pump. I still got it on there. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't recommend people buy it, but I feel like if I take it off there, people are gonna start spamming market sales, which is stupid. But I wouldn't buy it at the moment though. If you're new to my channel, I don't recommend you guys buying it. But if you're an old investor, then just hold your bags because even shit pumps in the bull run. But they got such a bullish concept and a bullish idea. Like their idea won awards. It's just that the execution is horrible from the team. If Tech had a solid team, it would be $5 to $10 billion coin, 100%. But because the execution from the team is so bad, you're just not going to go there, realistically. But like I said, the idea is so bullish that they've won awards, innovation awards, at these massive events. That's why that's the difference between having a good team and a bad team. What the fuck? Well, when you're talking non-stop for like an hour, boy, you're gonna have to drink it. You have to drink something. Yeah, Digimon's been around a while. Maybe it's a new token. I heard some recognize the name from somewhere. Combines Pokemon AI agents. I'll have a look into it, bro. Oh, they're getting sued. Makes sense. Is Pump AI a dead project? Pump AI is not dead, but it came out, people were bullish, and then just dumped those. It's just like every other project. I don't think it's dead though. Check their Telegram and stuff if they're dead. That's how you know if something's dead or not. If the team's still developing, updating, then it's not really dead. However, if the team's not doing shit apart from making random posts on Twitter, then it's dead. Yeah, Snift is not a bad time to buy as well. Snift is another good AI agent / AI project. Nai is a good agent. Sensei is good at these prices. If you miss Sensei long term, but like I said, DCA until we get that clarity from the BOJ. If the BOJ does not raise the rates, then the market will flip bullish in February, which it normally is always bullish in Feb. And then March could be a little bit of shake up. And then, and then we'll most likely have a normal cycle at this stage, at this point. But yeah, $20 million in market cap for Sensei is really good, in my opinion. What's your opinion about Tectum? I think Tectum will still do okay, my friend. But if you're looking to buy Tectum, I would look elsewhere, bro. If you bought into it before, just hold it. Creo Engine, you still you bullish on? I think Creo will do okay. Yes, Creo is not a bad project. Yes, Nai is pretty good. It's already pumped a lot now, 50%. Realist is not bad either, but I don't really like it personally. Oh, well, if it's fun, you could get sued. Yeah. What do I do if I bought the highs of a project? Would you advise about Munity and Share Players? Well, that's not. Bro, Munity is like a $1 million coin, bro. Like you're not really bought the highs of Munity, bro. Realistically, like if you bought the highs, bring your averages down. Maybe buy a bit more at these prices to bring your averages down. But like I said, bro, Munity is like a fucking $1 million coin. Over here, it was like 2 million. So it's like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really mean fuck all realistically, bro. Because you're buying it at 2 million. You're not buying it at fucking 50 million. You're buying it at 1 or 2 million. Makes no difference realistically. But if you want to buy a bit more, maybe grab a bit more to bring your averages down. And like I said, same thing with Chirpley. Chirpley is a low cap project. It does not mean you've bought the highs or the lows or anything. When the market got bullish, look what happened to Chirpley. Massive candle. That's what happens when the market gets bullish. When the market gets bearish, these low caps get hit hard as well. Just part of the process. And then when the market gets bullish again, Chirpley will pump again. It will pump again, my friend. But maybe just buy slightly a bit more to bring your averages down. But, like I said, bro, Chirpley is a DGen project. And I don't put anything that I even... Like, when I talk about DGen projects, like, you should buy something that you're not even looking at. It doesn't even affect you, bro. That way you're not stressing if it goes down. These DGen projects can go down 50% one day and go up 500% the next day. That's how they work. But you have to be able to stomach the minus 50% drops, 60% drops, whatever. They DGen. But at least when the market gets bullish, so does Chirpley. When the market got bullish, so did Chirpley. That's a massive candle. The market got bullish, so did Chirpley. When the market gets bearish, so does Chirpley. It's not anything out of the ordinary. Chirpley is sitting at the same range. It was consolidating since August. Well, since August, yeah, all the way to November before you had rallied again. Why did I skip your question twice? Maybe because you asked something retarded, bro. That's why. You think I'm going to be here sitting here watching every single comment? What did you even say? Do I like treble? What the fuck is treble swap, bro? Asking me, do I like treble swap? What the fuck is that? Anything to do with swaps, bro, I don't like. It's like the fucking decks, bro. What a treble swap. Big announcement by Trump in a few hours. It might belong to AI, you mean? Or treble swap is not even on here. That means it's really DGen. It's on base. I can't give you an opinion, my friend, if it's not on here. If you're asking me to look at random coins I've never heard of and it's not even on CoinGecko, how am I going to look at it, bro? Bro, this shit's not even on fucking coin market cap, bro. Well, you're probably looking at a fucking 20k market cap coin. I'm going deck screener, bro. Bro, you boys be tripping sometimes, bro. Bro, you're bugging, bro. The fuck? This is not even a fucking project, bro. Treble swap. What announcement is happening by Trump? Hopefully it's crypto related. Render and Aether. I'd rather go with Aether than Render. But I like both of them. Good to see you, Gabriel, bro. Alright, boys. It's time I get off now. I think it's been on long enough. Appreciate every single one of you that came down. Drop a like on your way out. Top AI agent coins, obviously. I'll put them in the comment, I think. I'll put them in the comment. And I'll put them in the comment just for you guys to know. But like I said, very important day is the 24th of this month. The BOJ carry trade, billions, trillions of dollars is tied up in that. So you have to be careful, because if you don't have USDT on the side, you will potentially get shaken out thinking it's the end of the bull run. And this is one thing that's very common, right? When everyone is screaming it's the end of the bull run, retail, it means we're going higher. Simple as that. When these institutions are telling you Bitcoin's a scam, is a Ponzi scheme, all that means is they're trying to buy your bags off you. That's all it means. Bitcoin at the moment on exchanges is having a supply shock. There's barely any Bitcoin left on exchanges. So of course, these institutions that want to buy your Bitcoin off you is going to FUD Bitcoin or trying to crash the price. So you sell and they buy off you. Same thing is happening with Solana. These exchanges, there's a supply shock on exchanges for Solana now. Solana, there's not Solanas left. All these exchanges are running out Solana. Keep that in mind. So, when you get shaken out and there's some sort of event happens, random event, is designed for you to sell your bags while they buy it off you. There's so much bullish stuff happening for crypto. I just don't get how anyone can sit here and be bearish. We can have dumps in between. The dumps are normal in bull runs. Yes, we are technically, fundamentally still in a bull run. But yeah, guys, just be safe out there. If the BOJ does raise rates, remember to always have USDT on the side. Never be in the markets 100%. You always need it. You always need USDT for trades, new projects, whatever it is. Always good to have some on the side. On that note, have a lovely day. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe on Thursday, whatever it is. But I will see you guys in the next few days. I will be live on the BOJ decision day because we want to see what they do. Yeah, Coinbase right now, Solana. That's what I meant. That's still bullish for Solana though. Transfer took 30 hours. Fucking hell. That's crazy, that is. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys very soon. Have a lovely day. Drop a like on your way out as well, obviously.